My name is Travis Rodgers. I'm 52 years old. I went to jail when I was 23. I've done 27 years, 4 months and 16 days. 2 counts of armed robbery and the manslaughter, which was 1995, December 28. Woo! Rough at the time. Because I was drinking, drugging, I thought being intoxicated was the way of life. I really did. That's all I knew before I went to jail. Drinking, drugging, and just living for the moment. But I realized after 27 summers being took out of my playbook, life is more than the moment. You gotta prepare yourself for down the line. July the 7th, 1997, when I entered Angola, Louisiana State Penitentiary. And the first person I saw when I got there was a pastor named Prentice Robinson. I never saw this man a day in my life. Never knew him or nothing. And his first words was to me, he said, "Look, brother," he said, "I don't know you." He said, "I don't know how much time you got, how long you gonna be here." But I never forget the words he told me. He said, "Opportunity around here don't come often." He said, "So if I was you, I'd get whatever it is that I need to get up out here." He said, "I'd rather get there and have it and not need it than get there and need it and not have it." So right then and there, that didn't register. It didn't register. I'm in a dormitory with 86 other personalities that I had to master, And if you're familiar with with Angola, just being incarcerated, you got to master several personalities. So one night I'm sitting in the dome, I'm on the box, I'm just looking around, and it was like, man, I'm like, man, this shit, this is my life, So the next day, I ran into an old friend who I knew off the street, which was Pastor Ronnie Olivier. Man, what that boy told me, he shocked me. Because when I saw him, he was like, "You made it, huh?" I'm like, "I made it? What, you glad I'm here?" He like, "No, the way you was living, I knew you was gonna be here." Huh? So he was like, "What you gonna do? What you gonna do?" I'm like, "What you mean what I'm gonna do?" He hit me with this here. He said, "You keep doing what you always been doing, you're gonna be where you always been." What Ronnie told me, it came back. Keep doing what you always been doing, you're gonna be where you always been. 23 years of my life, I ain't been nowhere but in jail, incarcerated. From 9 years old, middle of the boys' home, to every jail that Charles C. Ford had, till Angola. I'm from Kelton, out the Kelton area, out the 17 Wall, Pentown, But, from there, it was just like, I ran through the city. But when I went to jail in 1995, I was living in the Ivoryville project, And I mean, man, it was like, man, I just used to love that project, When I was on the outside of the project, I used to always want to get back to the project because I always felt like I was missing something. It's like it had a demon spell on me, because it was all about, drinking, drugging. Anything went on, and I was a part of it, and I loved it. But it was foolishness. It led me to Louisiana State Penitentiary, 27 years. I didn't want to come back in society the way I came. So I heard this here, because I went through, everything I could possibly get. I was, you put something on the board, I'm putting my name on it, huh? And whatever it was that I put my name on, I just didn't, go through it for the people, because the dudes were just getting certificates because they felt like, okay, this gonna look good for the people. They see it in your jacket, okay, well, you done went through this shit, you done took this, but a lot of times, people couldn't explain what it was that they went through. They were just doing it for the people. But I heard that in order for anything to change in your life, you got to be the change you want to see. So I started working on me, for, being the change that I wanted to see. I really was incarcerated for something that, I didn't do. But, I had to accept the fact of what went on. I had a fall partner, which was my cousin. I took the charge and everything. Through prayer, well, Lord, okay, I need forgiveness. I need forgiveness being in a situation that I'm in right now. How can I not forgive him? And I want that. So I had to put it in my heart, man, to forgive my people. I'm gonna say a good 5 to 6.
5, 6 years.
A good 5 to 6 out of 27. Because, what really made me quit, I didn't like the atmosphere, for number one, that I was in. Then I really wasn't feeling the feeling that it was giving me no more. Because I used to hear a lot of times dudes used to say, I'm escaping reality. I'm escaping reality. So how, it came to my mind, how can you escape reality when you come down, you still locked up? So it was like, man, nah, I don't need this here. I don't need this here. Then I realized drugs was one of the main factors that brought me to the point where I was at. So in order for me to get better, I got to do better in this area. So I was just like, man, drugging, using drugs, anything, I'm going to leave that alone. Like when you say, okay, I'm tired. Can't nobody say I'm tired but you. Huh? And, not, far as planning in your mind. Because your mind, you change your mind like you change anything else. But when it's something that you really want to do, you're going to focus, lock on the planet in your heart. That's when you know it's real. Because that's where it's going to come from, when you serious about it. And that's where I put it at. In my heart, to change, to be a better person. And then a lot of things, I did, I was writing it down. I was writing it down. A lot of things that I'm doing right now, today in society, I've been wrote it down years ago. And it's, fascinating how I'm actually living it now in today's time. I stood 20 years in school. 20 years. I failed, the highest yet? I failed reading. I failed reading 9 times? 9, 10, 11, 12 times. But I ain't never give up. I passed it. The base score is a 45. I got a 43. Huh? I come all out in society chasing that. Because that's not for the people. That's for me. And that's something I'm accomplished. Now I was just like, okay, man, but it was a hurting moment for me. It was a hurting experiencing moment for me, because him, I would have never thought he would have done me that. But he was still doing what I left him doing, which was drugging. So can't fault him for that. Come home in today's time, as soon as I touched down, he there. But I told him, man, this is a whole new ball game now, man. You ain't on my level. I could see, he's, he's, okay, sorry. He was, remorseful, something. Okay, cool, man. That's water under the bridge. Bury that hatchet. Let's move forward.
What'd you learn from that experience?
What that experience there? Now I'm a light. I'm shining now. On a whole nother level. See what I'm saying? And now I'm the example for him. Because he's still where I left him at. Huh? Now I'm trying to bring you where I'm at. For drugging, drinking. I don't do none of that no more. I don't drink. I don't drug. None of that.
Oh, it's fake.
See what I'm saying? Everything that I left, it's just that, man. I went to jail December 28, 1995. If I'd have stood out here, I'd have probably been the first murder of 96 or the last murder of 95. Yeah, that's how bad I was cutting up. Huh? But prison changed my life for the better. For the better. It made me a better person all the way around the board, man. You know, because I don't just think for the moment no more. I think long term. Long term. Now, since I've been out here since April 23rd, 23. I've been working since May 23. I done worked We That Restaurant, High Regency, the restaurant, to where I'm at now. Ain't no looking back. Ain't no looking back. When I wake up in the morning, put this uniform on, I'm doing it for my family. Inside the prison. That's what I strive for. I don't live for me. I live with a purpose for them. For them. Them and God, man. Just to give me the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding to do what I do for them. All the things that I'm doing now, I thought about it laying in that bed, walking in the church house with my woman, laying in the bed, eating food that she cooked for me, my clothes being ready for me, this type of thing she do. Far as just having the opportunity to live life at its best, that's what I'm doing now. And if I would have knew this way back when, they wouldn't have got them 27 out of me. But they got them 27 for a reason. It broke me to the point to where I know for a fact that's something I don't never want to experience no more. And for it building me, it built me to be the man that I am today. Meaning it took all I've been through in the past to make me the man that I am today. So it broke me and it built me. For as not wanting to experience it no more, far as the things that I see. The people, all right, you in the bed, you in the bed. Like what? Early in the morning. Let's just say it's 1:30, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Shakedown crew running in there. Everybody up, everybody up. You getting buck naked. They stripping you down, buck naked, and tearing your stuff up. You got to go put it back together. And, man, no indeed, man, I ain't no way to live. I ain't no way to live. Straight violation. But that's a part of the prison that you got to go through. See what I'm saying? Because you under their authority. And I said if they ever let me go, they ain't never got to worry about me doing nothing to put myself in harm's way again. Never. Never. I won't and I can't. Because now, for number one, I think better. Being sober, oh man, it allows me to, it gives me a better vision. It gives me a better vision and it gives me a better concept on everything. I don't just see things my way and from one perception. It's always, pros and cons. Where both of them. And a lot of times things that people do, it really don't be worth it. The only thing you got to do is ask yourself, is it worth it? You're going to answer that yourself. If you do it, know one thing, it was worth it. If you don't do it, it wasn't worth it. But at the end of the day, just know this here, there's a consequence behind everything you do, whether it's good or bad. And don't nobody got to pay the consequence but you. That's just, that's New Orleans. Born and raised, but now, when I left in 95, you had very few people who worked. Now, everybody got work. It's just the culture then got better, and it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. I love it. See what I'm saying? Man, they got work everywhere out there on Sundays. Beautiful, and I'm back living life. Sunday be the highlight of my day. Work Monday through Friday. Sunday, my family, she already knows. Sunday, man, that's me, Going to church, at the church, stay strong, and I'm gone. I'll be back, Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'm going to enjoy myself, Because, I see Sundays as, I'm going to leave it all in the street. I'm going to leave it in the street, see what I'm saying? Work all week, Monday through Friday. You know, sometimes Saturday, sometimes even on Sundays. You know, after work, if I'm working on Sundays, I'm gonna find out where they at. I'm out there. I'm out there. You know, because I love that there, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's my enjoyment, man. It's, you know, the culture is so beautiful until, man, it's something. If you from New Orleans, man, you know, Second Line got to be a part of you, bro. Got to be.
Heritage.
Got to be.
Indeed. You are one of the best steppers.
And I love it. Man, see, man, he called me Happy Feet, you heard me? But see, man, they got so many feet out there that's so happy.
Yes.
Woo, woo. Man. Yeah, I'm talking about, man, see, one thing for certain. Don't jump in front of nobody if you don't know what you're doing. Because they're going to have you on that camera shaming you, you heard me? Yeah. But my advice would be, man, you know, to the guys, man, you know, that's coming home, or, you know, get yourself together now. Don't wait. Don't wait, man. Get yourself together, you know. Think positive, man, you know, and have your plan when you come out here. You know, when you get here, know one thing, man, you know, it's real out here. They ain't giving you nothing. You got to come out here with the mindset that it's just you. It's just you. Whatever help you got, that's a bonus. But you got to hold your own first. You can't be worrying about nobody else, what he doing, what she doing, what he got, what they got. Think about what you want, strive for it, grind for it.